All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, let's get all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, Daban Stop Houses, Where Millstone, and Root Well. Peace, salutation, and hopeful elect that's doing the work of truth sincere. All right. All right, this is just gonna be a quick lesson, man, about the Lord ordained us to be prophets. Okay. So I don't want to be long drawn out, so we press for time basically. So I'm gonna go to Jeremiah 1:5.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right. Before we was born, the Lord knew us, man. All right. So the Lord knew what our life was going to take place on earth before we came out of our mother's womb. All right. You know what I'm saying? From the seed of our fathers. You know what I'm saying? So read that part again.
God. Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right. Knew. Now I knew thee. Now you go back to the Hebrew word I knew thee. Knew means you died. Means to acknowledge. So the Lord acknowledges, you know what I'm saying, way before we was created, man. Through the sperm, of our fathers, you know what I'm saying? And we came out of our mother's womb. Go ahead.
And before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
The Lord sanctified us, man. All right. Go ahead.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Right. The Lord ordained us, man. All right. The Lord established us way before ahead of time. All right. That's why the Lord called himself the Ancient of Days. All right. So the Lord basically established us to be prophets. He ordained us to be prophets. He ordained us to be the men of the Lord. Even though we was in the world, even though we was niggas running around the streets and stuff like that, doing wicked shit, but the Lord basically got us out of the fire. You know what I'm saying? And ordained us to be prophets, to be the men of the Lord. Purge out that that leaven, which is the Pesach. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So he purged us. He purged all the wickedness out of us, man. But we still going through that purging. All right, we still going through that shaving that old man off us, man. So basically we still in the flesh, So we just doing the righteous acts on earth, man. You got something?
No, you got it. I was gonna say about like what you said before. He formed the. He knew our spirits.
Yeah.
He knew the spirits that he was gonna put in. Into the womb. So, and then the last verse you just said. John 17. Yahweh Shai said. He quoted. He said, those that thou hast given me. And those were the prophets. Those were the elect. But you got it.
Give me John 15:16. No, it's just a little quick lesson, man.
You know what? This is the Spirit had me go to this, so I'm gonna just go ahead and bring it out. If you don't mind.
The Spirit guides you. Go ahead. Don't quench the Spirit.
This is St. John. All right. St. John chapter 6 and verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life, and that's what woke us up. The Spirit. We were quickened with the Spirit, through the words of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Yep.
So we was always gonna come back no matter what.
Yep.
It don't matter what work, what lifestyle we had before.
Yep.
He had a route. He had a plan for us to come back no matter what.
Exactly. That's why he called him the Ancient of Days, because he see way beyond what we see. Then what we see. That's it.
Yep. You said
John 15:16. Yep.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 15, and verse 16, and it reads, "Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you."
Yep. Self-explanatory. Go ahead.
"And I ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit."
Right. He ordained us to prophesy on the streets. He ordained us basically to bring forth fruit, which is bring the elect in, man.
That's right.
All right. He ordained us to do that, and that's the reason why the Lord basically established. He got us established to do His work. Okay. Go ahead.
"And that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it to you."
Exactly. So if you pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, the things you need, You know what I'm saying? The thing, the things you're going through and stuff. He gonna give it to you, man. All right. So you ain't praying to the wrong name like Jesus Christ and Allah and Buddha and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You praying to Yahweh Bashim Shai.
Right.
All right, Yahweh Bashim Shai. You say Baba Shah, Baba Shah, Baba Shah. Give me this. You know what I'm saying? Do this for me. You know, he'll do it for you, but you gotta have faith that he'll do it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's all about establishment. It's the Lord ordained us. He establishes us to be prophets, man. Okay? Give me our 1 Corinthians 9:14.
This book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 14, and it reads, "Even so hath the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai ordained that they which preach the gospel should live of the gospel."
Read that part again.
This you said 15?
Now read 1 Corinthians 14.
Okay,
And read it
9.
16.
Okay, This book of 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 14. "Even so hath the Lord Yahweh Shai ordained that they which preach the gospel should live of the gospel."
Right. If you preach the good news, you gotta live the good news, man. All right. So the Lord gave us the blueprint. You know, y'all about to chime in.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord gave us the blueprint, man, to preach His word, man. Preach His
Right.
doctrine. It's right doctrine, man.
Mm-hmm.
The right gospel. All right. That's why He ordained us to give us the mystery of this truth, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I'm gonna say, and it also says, gospel. You should live of the gospel.
You should.
So
yeah.
you practice what you're preaching.
Exactly.
You know, you walk in the scriptures.
Yep.
So like my bad.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. You gotta say something.
Verse 15. "But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things that it should be, that it should be
Take your time.
1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 15. "But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that it should be so done unto me. For it were better for me to die, than that any man should take my glorying void."
Hey, man, that's
Yeah.
Paul speaking. Paul said, "I'd rather die than the man take my crown from me."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't finna give up the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset brother should be in, man. You know what I'm saying? So the truth come for anything. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead, keep reading out.
Verse 16. "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of.
Of this world. Go ahead.
For necessity is laid upon me."
Now, necessity means the stress and straits. So the man that's doing the work, the truth, sincerity. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go through the stress. You're gonna go through straits. You're gonna go through, you know what I'm saying, the narrow passage, man. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the truth. That's part of doing the work. Ain't no easy going. All right. Ain't no it's a word I want to say. It ain't no cakewalk.
All right. Free pass.
Ain't no free pass, man. You're gonna go through it, man. Okay? You're gonna go through it through the spirit. You know, every brother got their different straits and their different distresses and stuff like that they go through in their personal lives in this walk of this truth. All right, go ahead.
"Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel."
Woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, because we don't do the work of Yahweh Shai that He ordained us to be, and He acknowledged us and He ordained us to do His work. He'll destroy us, man. All right, so we gotta continue to do the work in order for us to be saved. All right, in this coming evil world that we are in, man. That we are in this evil world that we are in, we gotta basically, you know, you gotta basically just keep pushing and keep doing the work, you know, and don't turn back, man. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter 2:21. "For it had been better." Oh, it's like, you know what? Let me go up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this. 2 Peter 2:21. "For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them." You see, it was better for you to not known it. You know, you got the truth and you don't continue in them. You don't continue in it.
You don't walk in the gospel.
It was better for you to,
You don't live it. You don't want to live it, then then shit, you know, it ain't meant for you. It ain't for you. You know. Read 1 Corinthians 13 too. One here quick.
Yep. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 2. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all the mysteries and all the knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing.
Go break it down, huh?
Man. So look, you got the, like you said, the gift of prophecy, right? The gift of prophecy is the knowledge and wisdom of the scriptures. All right, and all the understandings, He's giving you everything.
So basically,
you know everything.
Basically, this truth ain't for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Say somebody that give you a gift, it ain't meant for that person, but it's meant for you to get it. You know what I'm saying? The gift of prophecy, because you know the prophecy is what coming to pass. Look at the MOTB. All right, look the World War III is brewing. That's prophecy. People talk about World War III, but they really don't know it's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Is it in the scriptures? You got to look in the scriptures and see if the prophecies if the prophecies talk about World War III, which it does. All right, the MOTB, okay, the hokey pokey, you know,
right?
You know, the little rice. You know what I'm saying? little rice put in your hand, motherfucker. You know, that's prophecy.
Yep.
Because that's the gift of prophecy right there. You know, so race wars, famine. You know, ICBM, thermonuclear missiles. That's going to be shot on this place soon. So, come on, man. That's the gifts of prophecy that the Lord gave us, man. Okay.
He gave us these things so that we know what is to come.
And then first and foremost, knowing who you are too. That's prophecy. Okay. The first prophecy we got when we got in the truth is Deuteronomy 28:68. And that prophecy already been fulfilled. How we got here to Babylon, America. You know what I'm saying? Egypt began with ships. That's prophecy. We didn't even know that. That was the gift that the Lord gave us, the prophecy, man. You know? That's it.
So that I can remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. So you know all of these things and you ain't using them for what you're supposed to use them for. You know, you ain't nothing. You know, it's no like the last scripture just said. You was better off not having it.
Yeah, you better off not getting this truth, man. Just this truth, because everybody can't be a prophet. You got false prophets. All right, you got real prophets. You know, you got truthful prophets, man. You know. you got niggas out here calling themselves prophets, but they ain't prophesying. They ain't talking about what we talking about. They ain't talking about the MOTB, the race wars. You know what I'm saying? The World War III that's brewing. You know what I'm saying? The thermonuclear fire. Nobody ain't talking about that but GMS. I don't see no other camp talking about. You know what I'm saying? The coming of Yahushua. You know, the deliverance of the elect. You know, y'all started bickering and arguing over bullshit. You ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. All right?
These are the things that the Lord told us to do. That's why He ordained us as prophets.
Yep.
You're supposed to go and do these things.
Yep.
And that's how you know who the prophets of the Lord are, who are doing the work.
Yep, and that's part of the order from the Lord Himself. You got 1 Timothy 4:14.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 14. Neglect not the gift that is in thee.
Right, neglect not the gift that's in thee. The Lord gave us the gift, right? So you can't neglect it, man. All right, you can't even put it off.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of the presbytery.
Presbytery means body of elders. Okay, so through the spirit power of Yahweh Shema Shai, through the apostles on down, our elders, you know, gave us the word and the wisdom of prophecy through the spirit power of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, go ahead. Read the 16.
Meditate upon verse 15. Meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them.
Yep, you gotta meditate. Think upon this hell that's finna end. All right, think upon the Lord coming back. Okay, to deliver the elect. Think about this place that's finna get destroyed, man. All right, Think upon the scriptures, the prophecies, man. That's the main thing. That's why the Lord ordained us to be prophets. Think about what's going on. Basically, watch, okay? Meditate, you know what I'm saying? Think, you know, what's going to happen next. All right? Go ahead.
That thy profiting may appear to all. Verse 16, take heed unto thyself, and unto the doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Exactly. So if you take heed to the prophecy and to the doctrine, all right, and you preaching the gospel, the true gospel, you know, the true prophecies that the Lord gave us, you're gonna save yourself. Save yourself. That's why I say work out your own salvation, fear and trembling. All right. Then you're gonna save others, and the others take heed. All right. You know, that's why what's that, Ezekiel 3? It tell you the Lord told Ezekiel to preach his word. You ain't got to get it though, but you know, he told him to preach his word. That's exactly what the Lord telling us to do, preach his word. He ordained us to be prophets. All the prophets in the scriptures now, he ordained them to be prophets. He ordained all the prophets in the scriptures to do his work. All right.
And the true worshipers of Yahweh Shemashah are gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? So he formed thee in the belly of their mother's wombs. All right, to be prophets. He's doing the same thing today, right now. All right. Did the same thing, man, with us. Okay. Last scripture, Revelation 1 and 3.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth.
Right. Blessed is he that readeth. You ain't reading, then you ain't blessed. All right. That's what the old saying, reading is fundamental. Go ahead.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein.
Yeah.
For the time is at hand.
Right. Read that part again.
This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein.
Right. Keep those things that are written therein. So you got to keep the things that the Lord gave us that are written in the scriptures, man. You just can't go off on your own understanding. You know what I'm saying? The MOTB, the chip. All right, it ain't Christianity. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't embargo.
It ain't embargo. Read that part one more time.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 3. All right. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
We heard the words of prophecy, and guess what? Guess what else we doing?
And keep those things which are written therein.
Right, we keeping those things that are written therein. That's what the Lord ordained us as prophets. You know what I'm saying? We keep it. All right, we holding fast. We holding fast, man. What does it say? Hold fast till I come quickly.
Yep. And another.
Is it in there? I know it's in there, but just read.
No, yeah. For the time is at hand.
For the time is at hand, man.
Yeah.
Time of what? Time Yahweh shall return. And the time of the elect being saved, and the time of Esau's rulership being overthrown, man. Okay, that's the time we in. That's the time we in, man. That was it. So with that, man, I hope y'all was edified. You know, until next time, shalom.
Shalom.